Hello Stampers, Kelly Acheson at stampinUp.com coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin. Today I have an oldie but goodie that is going to continue to help you stop hoarding the designer series paper. I'm super excited to be showing you this project. I was asked to be the guest tutorialist on Split Coast Stamper and show everyone how to make a magic envelope card without a product that we used to carry that went with our Simply Scored board. So this is a diagonal plate that we used to have as an accessory and we don't carry it anymore. So they asked me to figure out how to make a magic envelope card without the diagonal plate, which you can't get anymore. So that's what I'm going to show you today. Now, one of the things that I found that was really important when I made this is the weight of your designer series paper. It doesn't necessarily work as well with thicker designer series paper. So I chose to bring in my Tea Room Specialty Designer Series paper. And what makes this special is you get 4 sheets of each design. They're absolutely beautiful, and it's a little thinner. It's almost the weight of like newsprint. Look at how gorgeous these designs are. And you get 4 sheets of each one. So this was a great pack of designer series paper to use for this particular fun fold. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to determine which side you want to be the outside of your magic envelope card. Do you want this side or do you want this side? And I chose this side as the outside because it's going to be easier for me to write on and just a little less busy to go through the mail. I don't know why it matters, but that's just what popped in my head. This is going to be the inside of my magic envelope card. So the other items that I have here are a piece of rich razzleberry, and of course you're going to want to color coordinate with your designer series paper. I've got rich razzleberry here. This is a full quarter sheet at 5.5 by 4 1/4. Then I've got a layer that's going to go on top of that. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And then I took my Stitched Shapes smallest square and cut out a rich razzleberry square. Let's get our stamping done first, and then I'll show you how this fold works. This is what I wanted to use as kind of just an all-around basic note that I would send to somebody. And I'm going to stamp the image from Love What You Do. And this says, I'm lucky to have a friend like you. And I'm using Memento Black to stamp that image. Then I'm going to come in with just a tiny bit of the rich razzleberry and the cute little flowers that belong in this stamp set. I'm going to move these out of the way. This is such a quick and easy card to make. And like I said, I really consider it to be more of a note. I'm going to send a note to somebody. So if you're placing orders with me through my online store, which is right here, that's my blog. You can get to my store that way. I will be sending some of these out as my thank you notes. Okay, we're going to move this out of the way. Now, you're going to take your designer series paper and you're going to use a pencil and a ruler, and this is all the measuring involved, so don't panic on me. It's like, oh my Lord, she wants me to measure something. Nope, it's okay. You're going to be fine. Right from this bottom right corner, 3.5 inches up, you're just going to make a little mark. That's the end of our measuring. Now we're going to bring this layer in and we're going to put it up against that mark, and we're going to center it on the card so that, or on the designer series paper, so that you have a perfect triangle here. You want your distance from this edge and this edge to be even, and I see that mine isn't very even, so I'm going to move it over a little bit. And I'm just eyeballing this. This is not an exact science, so don't be too hard on yourself. Now, we're going to hold our cardstock layer there, and we're going to pull in this left side. And I'm just going to crease the left side, just like that, up against my edge of my cardstock and fold it in. And where did my bone folder go? Here it is. I've only got 3 of them here someplace. Okay, then we're going to pull the right side in, and we're going to kind of do the same thing. I'm just rubbing my hand up against this edge to get that pushed up against that designer series, or the cardstock layer inside there. use your bone folder. Now we're going to do the bottom. And if you did a good triangle on the bottom of your piece there, this is going to come up perfectly. And again, this is not hard at all. You can do this. Last but not least, well, it's not actually last, but it's close. You're going to do the same thing here. You're going to continue to push your designer series paper up against that inside cardstock layer. Now, when you bring it here, you're going to want to make sure that it's not uneven. You're going to want to pull it over here and make it even with the side of the layer under that. And then we're going to give it a good burnish with our bone folder. This really helps make this work well. Last but not least, we're going to push that right over the edge, just like that. So you have this little bitty tab up there. Now, I just cut this out. I die cut this, and I'm going to add it to this little tab right here, just kind of so I can put my stamp in that. Now, I didn't seal my envelope, okay, so don't do that. We're just going to do that. And now I can write an address on here if I want to, or I can take an Avery label. Ooh, I stuck that down. It's going to be crooked. You want to make sure you get it on there straight, right? Take that Avery label. I can put my return address up here, the address I'm mailing it to when I'm done writing a message on the inside, and we are going to glue this down. You could have done that right away. I kind of forgot. So you can glue it down right away, or you can glue it down now. It's a little harder to do it now because I have to make sure that all the fold lines are meeting properly here. So my card will fold up nicely, right? So it's a little trickier. Glue it down first. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And there we go. And here's our cool magic envelope card. Yeah, pretty neat, right? Okay, I'm gonna write a message in here. I can write a thank you note for your orders. I always appreciate those. This paper is retiring. So if you'd like to get your hands on the Tea Room Specialty Designer Series paper, it is really pretty and it's a little lighter weight. I also made a couple more to share with you today. I have this one, and this is another piece of that same Designer Series paper with the same Share What or Love What You Do stamp set. That's ready to go. This one I used, this is Calypso Coral. This is Coastal Cabana. I stamped a little image. Oh, I forgot to do that. Let's stamp a little image on the front here, because why wouldn't you? Decorate those up. It just makes it look a little cuter, right? This is the one I didn't show you. So here's another one. Isn't that paper beautiful? Absolutely perfect. So you guys, I hope you will make some of these. They're really fun. It's a really cool way to send a note in the mail, and more importantly, it's a great way to use up that Designer Series paper, because I know we are all hoarders, right? Trying to help you with this problem. I'm a helper, that's what I am. So, if you're one of those people that goes, oh my Lord, I can't buy any more Designer Series paper because I have so much, get your paper out, use it up like this, make up a whole bunch of note cards. This would make a great gift for somebody. Make up a whole bunch of them so you have them on hand when you need them. Somebody needs a note that makes them happy that day, or you know, you want to thank somebody for helping out or whatever. This is a great way to use up that Designer Series paper, and I think it's pretty ingenious. They're going to love your origami skills, right? Yeah, because that's kind of what this is. All right, if you would like to place any orders, I always appreciate your orders. You can hop on over to my blog, click right up here. That'll take you right there. You'll find an online ordering button in the right-hand column. You'll also find the monthly host code there. If it's different from this one, just use whatever it says in that column. I always appreciate it when you use the code if your order is under $150. If it's over $150, don't use the code. Stampin' Up! Will give you your own rewards. You'll get an extra $15 of free money to spend on anything you want when your order is over $150. And I want you to have that extra reward. Thank you so much for joining me today. I always appreciate your time. You have yourselves a wonderful Wednesday. Bye-bye.